So when it comes to like budgeting then, what are some like practical ways we can implement that in our day-to-day lives?
Amazing. So I would say to look at your income and your outgoings. Now everyone likes to bury their head in the sand when it comes to their money, but please try not to. I think it's really important to have these monthly money dates or check-ins with yourself to see how your money is doing, and also just to review what you maybe spent last month and maybe what you can change in the month going forwards, because again, having that budget you can always review, it's always flexible. So again, just staying on top of that. And now there's so many budgeting apps as well that help you stay on top of your finances, so there's no more excuses about not being able to budget effectively.
Okay, let's now say that we have a freelancer who is just starting out, getting to the world of invoices, tax returns, all of that exciting
fun stuff. Fun stuff.
What tips would you give to them when they're starting out?
Okay, so I would make sure that you have a system in place, whether that's on your notes page on your phone or if it's an Excel spreadsheet, but have a good idea of what is coming into your business and what is leaving your business, or what's coming into your account. Or even if you are just doing a side hustle, always have that separate bank account, because again, it allows you to see what's coming into your business, what's leaving your business, and also it makes your tax return easier for you or your accountant, because they're not maybe going through all the months you maybe gone out for dinner and all that things, whereas you actually need to look at the nitty-gritty of, you know, how much did you spend on that camera, or how much did you make from a client of yours, for example. So having them two separate is really, really helpful, especially in the long term.
How would you like give someone tips on budgeting when it comes to creative projects?
So I think negotiating is really, really key. And again, it's just seeing if you can maybe collaborate with other people in the space as well. So that might knock a few pounds off if you're doing it together, because that means that your budget at least is like spread across a couple of people rather than maybe to have to fork it out yourself. So collaboration and negotiating is definitely key.
I think that's a really good like tip on like saying like I'll shout you out like 10%.
Yeah,
off, like,
100%. You've got to ask. Don't ask, don't get. And
Yeah.
I've definitely learned that in the last year or so now, hosting my own live events. You know, just seeing if there's anything they could do, because you know, especially me being based in London and wherever you are based, things are expensive now.
Yeah.
So anything we can do to kind of save a bit of cash, I think it's really, really important.
And I think more time than no, they'll say
Yeah,
yes.
exactly,
Like-
exactly. Everyone needs business right now, so yeah, definitely ask. And I know it's really cringe, but there's this saying that's like, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Yeah.
So worst case scenario, they're going to say no and you go elsewhere.
Yeah.
What do you need to survive, or what do you need to live off? I think that's really important as well, because let's say, for example, you might have rent that you have to be paying for. You then can't be maybe afford to be charging £20, you know, you've got to be realistic with how much you need to live off. So having those ideas is really, really important as well. And I guess, you know, like you said, sometimes clients might be like, oh, I would have charged you way more. If someone approaches you first, I think it's good to see and ask them, see if you can reverse the question, what is your budget? So this is what I'm proposing, what is your budget for the work I'm offering? And them having that budget is a good starting point. And if maybe it's a little bit lower than what you thought, maybe you can negotiate a higher price. Or if it's way higher than what you initially thought it was going to be, then again, you've lucked out, because at least you're getting charged, you're being paid more than what you thought you're going to be. So again, those are like my 3 key tips, but flipping that question onto the client can be really, really handy sometimes.
Thank you so much, Ola, for sharing your knowledge.
You're welcome.
It was like a lot of things noted in my head,
Good.
so I need to write this down. But where can people find you and get more of your knowledge?
Oh, good question. So you can find me on Instagram at allthingsmoney_. I've also got a podcast as well, which is the All Things Money podcast, where you can stream pretty much everywhere. I've got a few ebooks of my own as well, which you can purchase at allthingsmoney.com.
So many resources there.
A lot.
No excuses to not look at them as well.
No, exactly.
But thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.